So if I can start with the answer, and yes, I'm totally impressed about China, the BADs, so the Baidu, Alibaba, Tencent. Yes, I'm completely familiar with WeBank, MyBank, Alipay, and I think internet plays a huge role and is the whole, it is a big engine for the transformation in China. And we have also big commercial banks. We have, let's say, banks who are getting more familiar with retail business. Do we get nervous? No. And I think for the first is it has to be a motivation for us, right? And one thing what we are doing is we are, and this is maybe the biggest differentiator to, and I don't take the commercial banks yet. If you have the retail banks, we are the specialist for BMW and Mini only. We know the OEMs, we know the dealer, we know the processes, and we know how we can make the, and we know the customer. Don't forget this, we know the customer. So, which means what we are doing is we are building up a service universe for all stakeholders who is really unique. A bank can do this only, they are doing this in a mess. They are not customizing it for BMW or for any other one. And I give you another example. So it's, as you know, the business model in China is very unique. We are not doing the business alone. We have also cooperation banks because sometimes we have regulations kicking in where we are not be able to facilitate the business as we would like, but we have to make sure that we are selling the cars and that the dealer universe is functioning. Okay? So, but the simple thing is, we are using cooperation banks. So we have a universe where the customer gets everything, one single touch point. If you are going in the dealership and there is another bank who would like to offer financial services to, the customer has to leave the dealership, has to go to a branch, has to start the paperwork, and I don't know, it takes ages to get what we need, what you need. So this business is really, this is also speed business. What I told you is this emotion coming together, right? So customers thinking a lot, the family is with them on the car, test drives, then maybe this model, all these kind of things. So, but in the moment of truth, you need to close the deal. And you need to close the deal is that we have to prepare such a convenient service in a kind of speed where the salesperson, the dealer, and the customer can finalize the contract. It doesn't matter if it's the sales contract plus the finance contract or not. So, long story short, is we have a huge respect for the competitor, but the competitors are for us the motivation to do even more for our customers and to customize it really for our BMW and Mini customers together with the dealer. Another example is this. I'm not looking for the customer, the CSI, so the customer satisfaction, or the DISS. One of the biggest secrets last year was the right side. So the right side is, we're talking about always products, sometimes you are talking about interest rates, we are talking about monthly installment. The secret in our business is to make a fast and reliable credit decision on the customer. If we like it or not, because this is really significant for us. We're lending money to people and we're betting on it. No. We have the confidence that they are paying the money back. Only then it works, right? So the biggest secret here is that we have a credit decision process, and behind this, colleagues, this is really science. This is big data, this is artificial intelligence, this is done from Beijing for whole China, over 30 provinces, where we have to know the customer, and let me say, is this Mrs. Lee in the East region, or is this Mr. Wang in Kunming, or is this our customer in Shenyang? So this is something what is really science. This is very complicated, but at the end of the day, we are creating a concept where we are doing it online. So the 50 is the message, very simple. Every second credit application is done automatically without any touch point in only seconds. So the F&I manager put the data in the system, push the button, send this to Beijing. Then we have the mathematics, algorithm, and all these kinds of things, fuzzy logic behind this. And in seconds, we are getting it back, giving it back to the dealer. So I ask you, we are all familiar with China and banks. If you go in the bank today and you would like to make an application for a loan, don't you think you get it in 10 seconds? No. So this is internet, this is speed, this is convenient, this is reliable, and this is simple. And this is customized for BMW and Mini. And this makes the things easier. When we came to China, another big example is for me always when we came to China and said, okay, the first thing what we ask is, how much paper or how much signatures has a customer to do? And I think 2 years ago it was 5 signatures, 20 pages on the contract. What we did as well, we put the contract in the system and we said we have to slim it down. Sit with our lawyers together and how much contract do we need, legal-wise? How many signatures do we need, legal-wise? So we reduced everything to 5 pages and 2 signatures. Very convenient, very easy to operate this in the dealerships, and also very easy for the customer to apply. So one of the big feedbacks on the left side is we have one of the highest customer satisfaction score here. So I don't show off with this, but this is really technology. It's a combination out of technology, knowledge, science to create absolutely convenient processes for our customer. Can this someone do out of our universe? Maybe in the future, but not today. So banks in China cannot customize it as we are customizing it for our BMW and Mini customers. And Ivy mentioned this for, we had this kind of pilot for BMW leasing. We started in November, and in November we had still a manual process. Then we tried to really leverage the synergies of the AFC and copy the process for leasing. And we went live, I think it was the 8th of May, so 8 is always a lucky number, and it was a really fantastic start. Because for customer and for the dealer, no difference in the process. Convenient, fast, and absolutely reliable. At the end of the day, what every public customer asks is simple, fast, reliable. And this is something where we are looking into the processes. Okay? There was another question in terms of if you're looking into, and I will never forget this. Last year I made a trip through China and I visited Baidu, Alibaba, Tencent. And Alibaba, it was in Hangzhou and then it was also here in Beijing, and they were very proud of their online application process, right? And I have to admit they are doing it the same like we over whole China. And I asked him, I said, how many applications do operate for China per day? And he told me 200. I didn't